Hello everyone, Trigan here. Welcome back to Growler's Farm, Farming Simulator 22. Don't forget, if you like this video, tickle that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. So it's about a year and a half. As you can see, it's March, so it's not a time I normally would come back. But it's been about a year and a half since the last video. We've paid off the debt and have almost $1.5 million in the bank. Yeah, we're making some serious cash. I realized after the last video that I could extend that field over there. So, no, wrong direction. So you can see, yeah, this is now our biggest field by far. It's like 10 acres or something. So that 11 acres. It's 11 acres of land. I also enlarged that field a little bit, but we'll get that a little bit later today. I'm doing this at this time because there's other stuff I want to do. Oh, and as you can see, I added a third spinnery because we have enough to keep almost 3 of these going. So this one will be the last boy on the block. That one will get filled, then this one, and then this one. So if it doesn't run all the time, that's fine. I don't care. It's just I want to convert the wool into fabric because it's worth more as fabric than as wool. But today, what we're going to get to, we're going to start spending some of this money, actually. I want to start out right here today. So we've got all this barley we're going to be making, and this might actually force us to get more fields. We'll see. Oh, you know, this right here, you guys, I don't think I ever mentioned why I ended up with a different looking warehouse over here than the one I built here originally. The vanilla warehouses cannot stand the modded products. It would just sit there and go click, 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 constantly. So I found this one. I actually sort of like this one better, except that the drop off is in the front and the pickup is in the back, which is a bit of a pain. But not only does it not have a problem, because it just converts the pallets into whatever stock it would normally be and stores them inside and then spawns them back out as pallets. So it doesn't have any problem with modded stuff. The only problem I found with it is that occasionally, because of a rounding error, it will drop 1 liter, just 1 liter of whatever product you're spawning. But that, you know, who cares? It's just 1 liter. It's not a big deal. But it also, the really nice thing about it is stuff in here shows up in the in our little list of stuff we have in storage, whereas this stuff doesn't, which is a real pain because I never know how much I actually have in here without walking over here to do this. So anyways, before we get on too far here, we are going to, so that's the bakery, carpentry, dairy, grain mill. We want the grain mill. We're going to snap. Okay. So here is our grain mill. We're going to put this here. I'm going to put this back a little further. Well, actually, I guess I'm not putting it back a little further. I'm putting it back just as far as the other stuff. Come on. Okay. Right there. Okay. So now, as you can see, I paved all of that. Now, we have a little space in here we can scoot through too. We can bring all of our extra grain. In fact, I'm going to bring all of the wheat that we were going to just feed to the chickens. I didn't end up doing that because it would force me to make 2 trips. One to feed the chickens and then one to feed the beer. So I'm just going to put all that wheat in here. And then from there, let's see here. Let's come back in here. So we're not gonna, this is gonna make flour for us, right? We're not gonna sell it. We are going to, let's grab this bakery here. And we are going to, see, turn it this way. Do I want some more room? Oops. I've got to turn my camera because I'm not sure how much room I want over here with this. I think I want enough room where a vehicle can pass through there without getting into the spawn area. So we'll set this right here. Beautiful. Now I'll probably pretty this up a little bit. This is sort of the back side of it. Technically the front side is over here, but we don't care. We're manufacturing. We're not, you know, okay, I suppose we can actually sell here, but alright, let's go in here now. And we can go ahead and start at making wheat flour and start at making barley flour. And we're going to tell it to distribute. Oh, it's only one product, so it's just going to, I only have to set it once. Well, good, that's perfect. So now this is going to make flour for us. The flour is going to get distributed over here. I don't know why we have pipes just hanging. This is sort of a cruddy looking building, but the other one was more, I don't know, was like 50s era commercial building. It wasn't very pretty. So it's automatically going to send the flour over here. Now here we could, if we want to, make bread, but I don't think that's what we're going to do. And we'll come to what we're going to do in a little bit. Alright, so next thing, let's come back into here. Back into production. We're going to make a sugar mill. And let's put, where is its drop-off point? Is it on the back here? Yeah, that's what it is. I thought that was something else. Let's set this back so it matches this. There. Okay. So now we got sugar coming out of here, or will once we get going here. Ah, here it is. So we are going to make cut sugar beet sugar. And that is going to get distributed to our bakery. So now, if we look at the bakery here, we've got flour coming in, sugar coming in. I've got milk. We've got eggs. We're going to convert our dairy to butter instead of cheese. And we've got strawberries. So let's go first off. Oh, that's right. It's over here. Right next to the truck that lags me out. I've discovered that the lag seems to get worse as you... cheese. Turn that off, and we're going to switch to butter. And then the butter, we're going to distribute. Beautiful. Okay, so now the butter will be going over there. Oh, we're going to have to pick up the milk and take it over there, and we're going to have to pick up the eggs and take them over here. But that should be it. Everything else. Beer, by the way, is doing great. We made a bucket of money on beer this time. Alright, so now, first things first here. This thing is great when I'm delivering stuff up to the store. It sucks for doing things around the yard, and the pickup just isn't big enough. So, here's what I want to do. Let's come up to here. Here. I know I've got it here. That's not it. Oh, here it is. Right here. I think this is the one I want. This man truck. This one here we could use too, I think, but I think this would be the better, the flatbed. This has the universal auto load. It loads some pretty good stuff, so I think we're good. Do I want it to be red? Let's make it Fendt Classic Green. No, I don't like that. JBC Yellow? That's even worse. Actually, that might actually be good. I don't want it orange. That's what we have the existing truck. Yeah, I think we'll go with JBC yellow. Let's see. Attachments, standard, low, standard, lights. I don't think we need anything. I do want beacons on it. Design, grids, horns, grids and horns, standard. Oh, the grids are over the headlights. I don't think we're going to worry about that. We will do the horns, though. All right. So this, let's jump around until we find it. There we go. This will be our farm delivery truck for picking up stuff. It doesn't carry as much as the... it might even be able to get rid of the trailer, because I really sort of hate that trailer. It's a pain in the butt. Doesn't work right. I don't think this will hold as much as the trailer. It might. But really, the only thing we use that trailer for is getting bales out of the field. So, you know, we don't spend a lot of time doing that. If I have to make 2 trips, it's not a big deal. So, yeah, I think we'll get rid of that trailer. Hang on, let's go ahead and do this. Trailer. That should be under... Isn't it under bale loaders? There's my baler. No, it's here under trailers. Goodbye, you. Okay. Alright, so this will be our key to delivering everything around the base, or around the farm. Around the base. So we've got all this grain. It's going to all be barley. I'll get the wheat in there, but it's all going to make the same flour, so it doesn't matter. And we'll just park this right back here for now. It may end up in a different spot later on, but this is it for now. Okay. There, this is good. Alright, so that's done. So we can deliver our stuff around. Now what we need to do is the sugar. So what I want to do with the sugar, if you note, I have not planted anything on this field. I did expand its size a little bit. I made it a little wider so it reaches closer to our north property line there. I'm thinking I might do the same thing with this, the north and the east property lines, just to enlarge our grass field just a little bit more. But it makes it a little bit more consistent with all of our other fields that we've got them really close to the property line. And add a little bit, like half an acre or something to the size of the field. Maybe a full acre, I don't remember. But what we're going to do there is we're going to plant beets. So let's hit the right button. And we're going to come down to here, and we're going to get a planter. And I want to get this one. This one, like the other one we've got, it's decently wide, 12 meters. It does seeds and fertilizer. And of course, you see, it'll do our beets. So got that. Now the other thing, this JBC right here, I've kept it around because it's maneuverable, and it's fast, but it's also a pain in the rear. And you can see, it's not worth much anymore. This is the last one we bought used. So it's going to go away. And we're going to get a new tractor. It's going to be a medium tractor to go ahead and do that. Now I'm torn about between getting the class here, which is relatively cheap, under 200,000, or getting a Dutch Far. The advantage of the Dutch Far is it's just as fast as the fast track. I didn't realize that before. But we're only working around the farm, so I'm not too sure that I'm worried about getting, you know, something that's super fast. Wasn't there another Dutch Far? Right here. So this one's a bit more, it's not the same line as the fast track. And then there's a Valtra here. Let's see. Frontlining 3-point engine. Let's give it its best engine. That makes it more powerful than the old one. I'm not changing that. Reverse driving. I never use it. I'm not paying extra for it. Stowage setup. What the heck does that do? I can't tell, so I don't care. Interior. It would show less dirt on the interior if we went with an all-black interior. Let's go for it. Front loader. Let's put the front loader on it. We don't really use the front loader. And then this, I think I want... Let's go with class green on it. It'll make it match our trailer. Is that what we want? It's $250,000. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay. And now, let's tab around again. Sorry, I know that's disorienting. I don't think this thing actually has enough power to pull this planter to use it. Let's take a look at this real quick. Oh, it does. Wow. That's great. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to pull out one of our fence. But we get this thing all loaded up, and I'll get that field started. And see, then I can start getting stuff shuffled around. This is a beautiful interior. I really like it. Yeah, that fast track with the 4-wheel steering, just the way it was arranged, even sometimes if you didn't have the 4-wheel steering on, it would, whatever you were pulling would get stuck in the tires. And it was just driving me up the wall. And I thought, okay, it's time for us to go ahead and replace that. We've had that for ages. So that's what I did. I love our little class trailer. It'd really be helpful to have something bigger. Maybe I'll put the extension on that just for temporary use when I'm doing big stuff. Okay, so let's put this right here. Like hauling all this wheat over to the grain mill. Nice and coordinated. I like it. Okay. I'm gonna leave you right there. We'll leave it running. There we go. Oh, and I do have one more thing I need to get. Knew I was forgetting something. And there we go. Come around over here. What there is to open on that, but is this close enough? No, it's not. Okay, that. While it's filling, we'll change this to sugar beets. Aren't you going to need a harvester for that? What's wrong with your voice? Growler just had a frog in his throat. You always sound like you have a frog in your throat, Growler. Yeah, I've been thinking for some time, trying to figure out how I can improve the value of our eggs. And there's really just not a lot you can do with eggs. And pretty much the only thing I could find that we could do with it was to go ahead and make cake. So that actually ended up solving two problems. Solved the problem of what to do with all the extra grain we were getting. And, well, also solved the problem of what to do with the wheat. So I didn't have to make 2 trips to feed the chickens and do the other stuff. And it also, you know, lets us do the same thing. Improves the value of what we're getting out of our dairy. And a bunch of other stuff like that. Okay, turn that off, of course. There, close. First waypoint. Alright, so here we go. And that's why we're in March, because this is the plant. Oh, this gives a different field texture here. That's pretty cool. Wow, that thing moves. Look how fast he's going. Hold on. Wait a minute. Can we get back to it here? 11. So it's the same speed as our other seeder. That's great. I didn't realize it was so fast. All right. So that is going. I was going to start transferring stuff, but let's hold off on that for right now. Let's get the other equipment we're going to need. So the next thing here, let's go into trailers. Now, the thing with beets, sugar beets, is cut sugar beets are 1, more valuable, and 2, more efficient if you want to make them into sugar. So we want a cutter. Now, the only cutter in the base game is a bucket. Hang on, where is it? It's in the front loader tools, right here. This is it. This is a beet cutter. I did not want to have to screw around with this. There are, in real life, I know for sure, because I've seen them, there are stationary beet cutters where you can set it up and you put the beets in and you get cut beets out. But I don't want to deal with that either, and I didn't find a mod for it anyways. But what I did find is somewhere right here, the Beet Ninja. So you can see this looks just like this right here, the Flegel ASW 271, except the back door on it has been replaced, this big door, with a beet cutter. This is a beet cutter here. So when we empty this trailer, it will cut the beets as it's emptying. So all we have to do is just make sure we dump the beets out through the beet cutter. So that's like this little bit here, the beet cutter's in there. So it'll just dump out through there, and there we go. We've got our cut beets. So we're going to, this is 1,000. Well, 51. Oh, I was seeing the 5 and thinking it was a dollar sign. Wheel setup, I don't care. There we go. And that's going to have to sit up there for right now. Actually, maybe our harvester can tow it. We'll see. So we are also going to need a beet harvester. So we're going here, and I do have a modded one for this. And that's this guy right here, the Lizard Colossus Root Harvester. This will actually do beets or potatoes, depending on how you have it set up and what header you put on it. So I don't think I need to do anything with the engine. We'll leave that alone. Wheel setup I'll leave alone. Auxiliary lights, let's put all on. I like auxiliary lights. Beacon, halogen, I don't care, that's fine. We'll go with a medium tint on it, because that looks nicer. Neon lights? I don't think we need neon lights. Sugar beet capacity standard. That's a realistic capacity. There's also unrealistic, which is... Wait a minute, what does it say there? Capacity 253,000 liters. We're going to go with the standard capacity on it. I'm not going to be ridiculous. I am going to change the main color. Let's do the class green again. I like that. Yeah, that seems nice. Cab, we'll do in class green too. Anything else here? Nope, that all looks good. And you can see this is going to cost us half of the money we've got left. And then, actually, we might as well just come to here. And then we need the beat header, which we are going to make class green. And that's that. And that's going to cost us a pretty penny. And there we go. Now we've got all our equipment for doing this. Nope, that's this. There we go. What a beautiful beast. There's our Beat Ninja. So now, when harvest season comes along, we'll use this. We'll use the Beat Ninja. And I wonder if I can get a worker to do it. That might be too complicated for the workers, but we'll find out. See, I'm going to leave that down because I think you can fold it up. It's like this. But that does rather block our view. I would like to be able to see where I'm going as I drive. And notice there's a little ladder on the front there. I'm going to have to come out to the outside view here. Please have a hitch. It does have a hitch. Good. Oh, cool. Look at the tires. The steering on it is really cool. But yeah, I saw this in the mod whatevers. I don't think... Is it in the mod hub? I don't remember if it's in the mod hub or if I found it on a different site. And I thought, well, that's perfect. That's perfect. Of course, at the time, I was actually thinking of doing potatoes. Can I... Oh, it's the wrong kind of hitch, isn't it? What if... Hang on. I really just want to save myself time here. Dolly. Will this fix it for us? No, that looks like it does not have a hitch on it. What about this one? No. This one? This does. Okay, and that color is awful, so we're going to change it. We'll make it class green. Rear hydraulic. We're going to make it class green because I don't like the color it is. Actually, no, wait a minute. Let's make it case red. Yeah, that's nice. So, $7,500. It's going to save me a trip and keep me from going utterly insane. And we might be able to use it again in the future. This actually you saw it. It doesn't look like it, but it actually does have the power transfer, so you can run powered equipment off from your tractor through the hitch dolly, which is great if you want to try to like pull. Beautiful. If you want to try to pull like your baler behind your harvester or something like that. But I tried to use it, and it just kept getting stuck. It doesn't play well with course play. All right, let me go ahead and get this shuffled back, and I'll get stuff loaded up into our factories, and then we'll see how things go from there. All right. We now have everything except lag. Oh, no, wait. We've got plenty of that. We have everything except our sugar and flour. Oh, and I do have one more load of flour to do. This thing... Listen to this. Listen how quiet this is. This is an amazing tractor. I'm glad I got it. I do have one more load of wheat. You can see I did put the extension on there. I think I might keep it on there. I like the looks of it. Our little back road is going to get a lot more use here. I can't flatten that area out because it used to be rocks. And for whatever reason, whenever it used to be rocks or something, you can't do much with it. But, you know, we have our little path back there. It's good enough. It lets us get through. I still have some, I think we have 2 loads of, or 1 full load and 1 partial load. You can see this almost doubles. It goes from 12,000 to 22,000 liters that this trailer will carry, which means half as many trips from the harvester, so, you know, that's good. I have no idea what to do with that. You can see I shuffle things around. The new seeder is next to the other seeder, or the new planter is next to the seeder, and now that shelter there has all our harvesters. Oh, that was new too. I was looking for something big enough to put the mower into, and really that was the only thing decent I could find, was that right there. But yeah, I really love, listen to what it sounds like inside of this. I really love it. It's so quiet. Dump this. There we go. So now we've got what is it? That field 2? What field is that? Let's scroll through here. Field 2, yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 5. I don't know if we'll have a 4 or at some point I'll rename that 4. But you can see this is now planted with sugar beets. And sugar beets will be harvested, where is it? Right here, in October. So, yeah, just before, right after we plant our barley, we'll harvest our sugar beets. The bakery is filled with everything it needs except for flour, which this is now creating for us, and sugar, which we won't have until October. Well, technically November. It'll take a little bit for it to get going. There's some trees there, or some lumber there I need to deal with. But, yeah, we managed to go through all but 200,000 of our almost 1.5 million. But out of it, we got a lot of new equipment. And we got a whole new harvester, another trailer, a new tractor, which is absolutely gorgeous. And I do love it in the class green. So I'm glad that we went with that. I love both machines in the class green. And a new planter and a new truck. So I'm pretty pleased with everything. We've got all these new factories. Next, selling season, we'll be able to start selling cake. Well, maybe not. I don't know if we'll get to the cake, but I might have some flour, some extra flour to sell. I actually got a lot of extra butter. I didn't think I would. No, not butter, milk. I've got a lot of extra milk. Because I've been saving up milk, and we don't need anywhere near that much. I can probably sell off all that we've got right now, and what we produce every day will be enough to take care of the bakery. But yeah, we'll be selling cakes. We'll probably be selling flour and sugar as well, because we'll probably have way more than the bakery can use. What else? Oh, and we're going to no longer be selling wool directly, but we'll be making all of it into fabric now. I suppose at some point I could put down another tailor. We could probably support 2 tailors and just try to get twice as much cloth going. But we'll see how that goes. And there's our field. I've got it being rolled right now. And then I'll put herbicide down on it, and then it will be all set to go. And I guess that's it for today. We got a lot done. And you can park right there. Shut you off. And there we go. There we go. Hopefully, we'll see if I have enough. If I have enough going on come October that I can bring you guys back so you can see the harvest of the beets for the first time, I will. Yeah, I definitely want to try to do that. We'll just have to wait and see how things go. Maybe it won't be this one, but the one after. I might have to, go wait another year and a half so that we can actually get sugar going and actually have some cakes going. Then I can show you both. But that is going to be it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please remember to tickle that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.